My name is Matt Boots.
I'm Angel from Angel's Clubhouse.
And I'm Hov from Green Lounge LA. And this is The Struggle. Yeah, my sponsor, Dust Luxury Cannabis. We got gold weed, diamond weed, and the one that everybody likes is the indica strand, bro.
The indica, yeah.
Yeah, it's a blue weed, right? And it has a shimmer to it, and it's strong as fuck. These people read these books, and if they aren't familiar, we got the books right here. Check it out. Your boy got the Gangsta Jake. You feel me?
That's the part 3. That's the third one.
Peace Treaty 2017. We also got the Gangsta Jake, the end result of a snitch.
That's what started it all right there.
You feel me? The very first one, you feel me? And then we got the Nairi Jace, Gangsta Jake, and this is 2, if I'm not mistaken, right?
This is 2, yeah. Path to Terror.
Okay, so there we go. So, I'm pretty sure people are familiar with urban books. And if you know, then you know who I'm talking to.
Personal life, like everything you say and do, move, where like it's gonna be out there. You could put it out there as something positive, and they'll put it, like I just seen something with Neo, and they was like, oh, looks like Neo's with another woman, look like he's on a vacation or a vacation. If he is, so what? That's this man's business. He all the way, not even in America, and they blasting him. But people can't just go and just be and be free. Like they still normal people. Yeah, they got a lot of money. They in the limelight.
I'm Hov, and this is
Jay Smoove, man, what's good?
Jay Smoove. Thank you for coming, bro.
What's up with you, bro?
All right, so we glad to have you. For those who don't know, Jay Smoove is an artist out of the city, moving through, doing different events. And right now, we're going to be talking about a couple of his songs and a couple of experience right now. So let's get to it, bro.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into the music immediately. We're going to ask you the simple question that everybody should be asked. Why the hell you doing music?
I'm doing music because it's an outlet from, things that I can't express, pretty much I was very observant as a kid. I lived in a household where it was more so do as I say, not as I do. So it was more so of that. So it's a lot of observation, and through that, you get stories and you see a lot of things. So I'm doing music basically just to clear everything out and clear my mental out, and things that I can't express personally.
They call that mental health, right?
Yeah, that's the name of my EP.
Okay.
It's called Mental Illness. And basically, it's just bouncing off of my thoughts and my ideas, and me overthinking sometimes, and different things of that sort.
So on the album, are you dealing with childhood trauma? Are you dealing with emotional bonds between parents and everything like that, or what's going on?
Yeah, I deal with childhood trauma. I'm talking about childhood trauma. I'm talking about the stuff that's still embedded in me still that I got to push out.
Like what?
Personally, it was some lot of personal stuff that happened in my childhood.
We get into it today, bro, because you gotta let it go. We gotta let the things free. We gotta get some good music about you.
Yeah. It was like some personal stuff, that I grew up in. I grew up involved in that wasn't, too cool. Growing up,
Is that your fancy way of saying you used to be a gang member?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, okay, I was just asking you. I was gonna say like that's what it sounds like.
Nah, but trauma, like growing up in a household, taking care of people. My mom's taking care of people. My grandma, and you got your cousins come in, and some of your cousins get older and start, feeling themselves. You get what I'm saying? And I was just, I was a product. I was a product of that it happened to me. So that's a trauma.
So the question is, okay, so it's good for a man to deal with mental health. Emotional intelligence is good, right? Because that does help us mature.
I think so.
But why does the public need to hear it, and how will it benefit the public?
As far as men are concerned, it's just to let men know that it's people that deal with that stuff too. They deal with all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? They deal with, suicide. They deal with, depression, overthinking.
What was that like?
Dark.
And what made you want to say, man, fuck this shit and kill yourself?
Just not getting the right. I wouldn't say support, but I want to say not getting the right. You can do it, or the right. encouragement, I want to say. And then you teaching yourself throughout life, you self teaching yourself, and you bumping yourself with roads, and you putting yourself in positions that you're not used to being in, and you got to make decisions as a teenager that you're not used to, so that kind of messes up your mental a little bit, to a point where it's just like, all right, well, shit, damn, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing right. You get into a relationship, you can't do nothing right because your mental is on. Is you trying to snake me? I don't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that, and it always been that way. So, I figure I just.
So do you deal with a lot of paranoia?
Yeah, I deal with a lot of paranoia.
And do you know that type of behavior is self-sabotaging? Probably more dangerous than the boogeyman that you scared of?
Yeah, for sure. So, I try to, do my little therapy and all that stuff like that.
All right, so you doing therapy. You went through fucked up situation. This LA though, everybody does, right? And we so fucked up, we be like, and we all went through.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get over it. Nigga, scrape your knee, nigga, get over it. But
it's just a knee scrape.
Sometimes it just get to a point where, nigga, I'm tired of hurting myself. You feel what I'm saying? I'm tired of scraping my fucking knee. You feel me? I'm tired of doing that shit.
So with the album come out, right? That's a lot to talk about. But what's gonna make the crowd dance? Because nowadays, if you notice, everybody want to talk their problems on the album, right? And we got a lot of emotional albums and emotional rappers. They should be in the therapy with a therapist. We came to listen to music to dance. Where the dance music at? What you got for me to dance?
I got a little 1-2. I got a couple 1-2s. I got one called "Live It Up."
Okay.
And I think shout out to Miss Angel. She played that, on one of her lives, and she really enjoyed it. So that's a little backyard boogie, a little two-stepper, a little LA thing, LA freestyle. I got that out too, where it's just, staying aware, of your surroundings, because LA ain't a game, you know what I'm saying? They knocking niggas' heads off. You feel what I'm saying? At lights. You feel me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just got to stay protected in every way, even if I got to be out the way.
But like in LA, people say that, right? We glorify it and give it attention, but it's almost like we proud that we here too because of it.
Say that again?
We always talk about how it's so dangerous to be here, but we say it like with a badge of pride or a badge of honor. Like, yeah, it's crazy to be here, but I'm here.
Some niggas do that shit because it's like, if you can make it in LA, that's the saying. If you can make it in LA, New York, and all these other places and shit like that, you can make it anywhere. And I believe it to an extent because it is some rough and tough areas, you know what I'm saying, in New York, because I've been in
They
New
must
York.
ain't never seen some of them tribes over across the, as they call it, the pond.
They ain't seen none of that, and I researched some of that stuff too. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. A lot of people, if you can survive it, you've been through it, you to survive it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think like
So, how old are you again?
I'm 37.
Now, I gotta ask you.
What's up?
You 37.
Right.
You got baby mamas. You got car notes. I seen the car outside. That shit nice. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? You got rent. You got girlfriends. You got a job. So why the hell is your old ass rapping now?
Because it was like an on and off thing. I feel like it was personally it was an on and off thing going through life. I want to say, I just wanted to get my voice out. I always wanted to get my voice out. And, it'd be times where I start up, and don't have the funds for it. And then, I get the funds, but then I don't, finish back up. And, I'll be having all this shit written down. But it's just like, okay, I need this now, but I need to pay my rent. Well, I need this now, but like you say,
how does it feel though? Like honestly, like you say, you be doing all that, and I feel you because life never lets you always just go right at your task or your goal. It don't always let you beeline straight to what you trying to do, right? So it is that shit that throw you off kilter. But like you 37, my guy, right?
Right.
And in the game, you a minor,
right?
No Drake reference. But you dig what I'm saying? Like you a pup, but you a full pit bull though in real life. Yeah. So how does that fuck with your psyche too? Because we talking mental health. But like, how does that feel to be like getting out on the stages? And you are getting out on them, you feel me? But the crowd doesn't know you quite yet. They still giving you the rookie treatment.
Right.
But you a whole grown ass beast.
I'm a whole nigga out here.
Yeah, like how does that feel? Because ain't that's awkward to even say, right?
Nah, it's not. Actually, it ain't, because it was at one point where I wasn't even getting on these stages and I wasn't even talking to people like you. So it's kind of like a.
That's facts. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, nigga, let's do it.
What made you say fuck it? Like, because technically you just hopped off the porch.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well,
but like, what made you say like? Cause you gotta have some balls.
Yeah, this my last go round about it. I feel like it. If I don't make something shake with this, I'm just gonna, tuck it in. You feel what I'm saying? And,
right.
Get some melatonin and take my ass to sleep with it. You feel me? But, all bullshit aside, man, I think I got what it take, and that's just what it is. And that's
well, you know what?
Truth.
You do got like Snoop bringing all. The Eastsiders back and all that, and you seen the Eastsiders active, Bone Thugs and them.
Yep.
So one thing I can say about hip hop, especially now, is that they removed that age limit. You know what I'm saying? There's no more SSI rappers. You got 50 Cent, really 50, I think.
Right. Jay-Z is almost 60.
You feel me? And they still doing it. So there's no longer that stigma. But the hard question is, you 37. The 18-year-olds might not bop with you like that. You know what I'm saying? They saying bussin', we saying dope. You know what I'm saying? This dope.
Or fresh.
Yeah. The lingo different. There's a disconnect there, obviously, between the age gap and genre. So are you focusing just on 37-year-olds? Who's your target audience?
My target is basically, everybody, I want to say, and that's what them boppers are for. You know what I'm saying? Them little boppers, them little boppers that's like, okay, I hear you. You feel me? That's all I need. You feel me? Because that I hear you is going to be played somewhere else.
So as a whole artist, when we do hear you, because I hear your records for
right.
Everybody. I know you. I know your music. I'm familiar. I've seen you out. I know people that know you, etc. But they don't. You dig?
Right.
So when they hear the first album, mental, what was it again?
Mental illness.
Mental illness, right? I was gonna say mentally ill, but
hey, that's funny because I was gonna put that shit, but I changed it up.
But like respectfully, like when you put it out, do you want to be known? Because that's an emotional album. That's like emo rap. So will you be known as emo rap artist, or how we gonna bring this together to understand who Jay Smoove is?
Well, just putting it out there, just getting it off my chest.
So you hitting us with an emo rap album, the first one.
I'm hitting y'all with I'm hitting y'all with some real shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm hitting y'all with some real shit. I'm hitting y'all with my thoughts. Some of it don't have a hook, and I'm just going. You know what I'm saying?
Like spoken word?
Like do saying poetry.
Okay.
Like I'm just going. You feel me? I do got some songs that got hooks. I got snappy hooks and some stuff, but it just be times where I just don't want no damn hook, nigga. I just want to go. You feel me? And that's just gonna let me.
Is that gonna be the signature Jay Smoove song? You might just go. Is that a new? Because everybody doing what they want to do. Technically,
yeah.
You got snitches rapping that was never heard of before.
Man.
You got pedophiles that are famous.
Man, come on now.
So it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
Technically, you can make new rules now.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be a new thing? You think that'll go?
Yeah, I think it'll go.
Because you did LA freestyle.
Versatility is gonna go. Just always being versatile and being able to adapt it's always gonna be a go. You know what I'm saying? You can adapt to the trend. You can adapt. You can put a banger out. You can put a bopper out, but you still can be true to yourself. You still can go through those emotions. And I'm not perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
Everybody had their ups and downs, but everybody feel good on different days.
So the question is then, you Jay Smoove, you coming out, you hopping off the porch, you making a statement, you doing something different, definitely, right? You taking a shot, just doing a song with no dang hook. There's gonna be people from like, way back in the day that's still in the industry, like, this boy ain't got no sense putting the goddamn hook on the damn song, talking about he an artist. No love for the goddamn artist. These youngsters don't respect nothing, right? Not knowing you 37 and you really doing this because you're doing it from passion, you kind of doing your own thing. Yeah. So of course there's gonna be controversy. And now you had the Kendrick and Drake situation. West Coast is getting a look, right? We getting a look. So I know you're gonna try to strike when the iron's hot, but where do you fit in West Coast? Because you gotta have your guns already out. You can't be too damn smooth.
I mean,
you gonna need a J.
Yeah. and that's oh shit, man. Not to mention I got this one track that's coming out, and it's really gonna define what that next sound gonna be like. But
okay.
to backpedal a little bit, piggyback ride on the Kendrick and everything. I think it's beautiful, man. I think it's what he's doing is, he's moving along a whole culture, and everybody that's been shadowed for so long.
He being
Kendrick.
Okay.
But
no, I'm saying this is post Kendrick atomic bomb drop, right?
Yeah.
So like pretty much level the playing field. Like there's people that chose sides because of that, etc. We seen the fallout, right?
Right.
So now it's either gonna be it's gonna be a World War II of rap, like because the first World War was Tupac versus Biggie.
Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah, right.
Nas,
all that situation caused all different sides.
And who's Rakim and wasn't it Rakim and somebody else beefing too?
Look.
I think.
It was a world war in hip hop when Biggie and Pac went, right? It's looking similar, right? As far as, they just competing. Thank God they just competing and they ain't doing what Pac and them did. But where do you fit in this? Because a bomb's been dropped. And, I mean, you drop a West Coast album now, it got to do something.
It got to do something.
You got to be on guard. It got to do something because you come in, everybody looking like, what y'all got? It's y'all turn.
Yeah. Shit.
You gonna drop the ball on this, J Smoove?
I ain't gonna drop the ball, man. I ain't gonna drop the ball. I can honestly say that, I just love doing what I do.
Okay.
And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, all bullshit aside, man, all this music that you hear, bro, I'm doing this shit from my apartment. One room.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
So you've been through every little...
One room in the living room, in the kitchen. You feel me?
Man, you better not sound like you was recording this on your goddamn phone.
You heard it?
I gotta joke with you.
I mean, you heard it, you know what I'm saying? But that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the passion. That's where the passion come from. If I gotta do it myself, I'm gonna do it. I would love to help. You know what I'm saying? I would love it. But, you know what I'm saying? I done been in certain situations where I'm backed into a corner and I just gotta do it by myself.
So, hold up. I'm not to cut you off.
Yeah.
You was just talking about something I was gonna bring up next, actually. You was talking about how you don't have help. And a lot of times in the industry, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of moving parts. Sometimes people ain't hating, they just can't connect with you because they got their own thing going on and it's just bad timing. So as you experience that, talk to us about that a little bit. How has that affected your album, your mental health, and your career growth or lack thereof? Like, does it affect you that you always have to do it all by yourself? Is it fucking with you?
A little bit, but when you get it done, oh my God, it feel much more. It feels that way. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the shit come out hard. You know what I'm saying?
If it come out hard, oh my God.
That's just, I done had to.
You better put some respect on your own name, bro. You said if it come out.
That's the thing. I'm my biggest critic, so I know what's hard. I know what the sound I'm looking for. I know, what pleases me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm doing music that please me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wanna draw a crowd, but being authentic and just being versatile and being real to yourself and your craft, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get people that's gonna love it. You gonna get people that's gonna hate it. So
got you. Okay, so right now, as an artist, what do you think is the most important thing to engage with your artists, or is it more important to make? Because you got to look at art right now. Is it more important to engage the audience, or is it more important to make great music and let the audience come to you?
I think it's a little bit of both. You want to have both sides of the playing field because all these people, they want to know who they listening to. They want to. They want to.
Do they? Hold up. Do they really care about who they listen to? I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm. Somebody made a cover art on a diss track, and it had Megan's Law, Little Pings all over it. And the person they was talking about makes great music,
right?
But this is who they are, though. Those 13 Megan Law Pings. Because as a father, you kick it with it. Do you kick with any Megan Law Pings?
Hell no.
Exactly. Can you explain? Would you have any explanation why there's like 10, 13 Megan Law Pings?
I don't have no explanation in that shit.
But the logical thing is because you don't do it, right?
It's like, nigga, don't do it. Like, nigga, you know these niggas paperwork, nigga, before you even hire them.
So you, as to go what you're saying, because I'm not like poking fun here, even though it is a little comical the way I'm doing it. But like, if this was to be true, it should overshadow the music. But what people showing us, that doesn't. The music is more important. So that's what I'm saying. Is it more important to gauge the audience than it is to make good music?
Keep them engaged, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
I think so. Just being consistent, just your consistency, and shit. Sooner or later, shit, they'll see you. I think that's why I say it works both ways to me, because it's like, okay, I want to give you both. I want to give you music, and I want you to see who I am too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, on my end, it's more so of that. I want to do everything.
Okay.
I want to do visuals. I want to do events. I want you to know my name, and that's just what it is.
But why do you want them to know your name? What's so important about you that we need to know your name?
Because I represent whatever. I represent everything that people don't talk about.
I'm confused.
Okay.
You represent.
You know how. I'm gonna say this. You know how. You know some stuff, and you go through some stuff that you don't even talk about to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I represent that.
Oh, you represent talking about
the
skeletons in the closet.
The skeletons in the closet, the things that you've been holding on to your whole life.
Now, are you torturing with people by talking about that, or are you trying to give them freedom when you talk about that?
Right. I'm trying to give them freedom, to let them know that I too am just like, you.
I'm the skeleton in the closet too.
I'm the skeleton in the closet too. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
So is it a Me Too movement rap?
Nah, it's not a Me Too.
Not to be funny.
This nigga here, boy.
All right, I meant to be funny, but not to take away from that. Because that's dope if you think about it.
Right.
If you think, like, making light of it is calling it Me Too rap.
Right.
But if you think about it and realize, like, hey, yo, you're not the only one that feels discouraged. You're not the only one that goes through what we would call insecure lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? An unsteady home. You feel me?
Right.
And this is how I dealt with it, and encourage.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
I should have not called it Me Too rap. But no, because it's, once again, it goes to mental health and mental therapy,
right?
For the community, because it goes beyond just black folks at that point. It goes to white folks. It goes, man, everybody got that fucked up household that they can remember.
Yeah.
So
sooner or later, as I'm going through this. I'm still going through it. Everybody's still going through it. Everybody and I honestly believe that it's more fluent now because of the COVID. You know what I'm saying? It's COVID that made a lot of people crazy mentally. You feel me?
What do you mean COVID that made people crazy?
You got to stay in the house and look at motherfuckers that you don't like every day.
But it's your own damn family. Why you don't like your own damn family?
A lot of motherfuckers don't like their family.
Well, see, now we talking about mental health. Why do you think that most people don't like their own family? Let's talk about it.
Because it's probably personal issues that don't nobody know about that happen.
Skeletons in the closet.
Skeletons in the closet.
You talking about like molestation in the home?
Molestation.
Drug abuse. Addiction. Yeah.
Addiction. Stuff that the outside world, don't see.
How prevalent is that in the inner city community?
I think it happens a lot. Believe it or not.
Why do you think we as black folks or inner city individuals, because you got more than black folks going through that, you got every race going through that in the inner city. Why do you think we don't talk about it? What are we ashamed of?
We ashamed of making that right person. Let's just say you a good ass person. I'm not putting nothing on your name.
Hold on, don't use me. Let's say Joe.
Let's just say Joe Blow, right?
Yeah, Joe Blow.
Diddy. Joe Blow, right?
No Diddy. Wow.
Let's say Joe Blow is a good dude, stand up dude. You feel me? Like he'll pay for your ice cream. He'll go get all your friends and take them to Knoxbury Farm and shit like that and all this shit.
Okay.
But deep down inside, when them doors is closed, when all your friends is gone and you stuck with Joe Blow, that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
you stuck
that
with
goes
Joe
to talk
Blow,
about a lot.
You stuck with Sydney, or you stuck with, grandmama. You know what I'm saying? You stuck. It's a lot. It's a lot that happens.
Right.
With this stuff. And you probably thinking like, damn, my nigga, I love you to death. Or damn, girl, I love you to death. Why are you doing this to me?
Right. Well, you know what? That's part of the struggle of life, right?
Right.
When we kids, for some reason, we believe subconsciously that we supposed to keep our innocence. And a lot of what we go through as adults is dealing with the moment we lost our innocence.
Right.
You feel me? Whether it was you got molested or you seen your uncle die right in front of your face by somebody that was a buster or whatever, you know, you seen something that wasn't supposed to happen, and that scale of right and wrong went out the window because you see something totally 100% wrong go on and get away with it like it's right.
Exactly.
So that's what we all deal with. That's life, though.
And that's trauma. That's traumatizing.
Ain't that a bitch?
It's traumatizing. It's a full circle at the end of the day because it's like, that's just like saying that the common black thing, the police come and they ask you questions, don't say nothing. It's the same thing in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? It's just more, but it's just more so in the house.
But why wouldn't you say anything?
Because that's what we was taught.
Only gang members was taught that.
Shit. All our shit. If you really look,
no, because you gotta think about it. No. What I do like, right, to discuss, because that is a concept within the inner city community. Right. But that's for gang members. If you're a civilian, then you should act as a civilian. Yeah,
you should. But you know, if you hanging around,
you can't be running around talking about a G code and you're not a G.
Right, that part.
That's really not your business.
That part. But shit, also, you know what I'm saying, you hanging around some, you know, some reputable fellas that you grew up with too. It's a code that they gotta live by, nigga. You hang around with them. You
once again, either you is a G or you not a G. If you're not supposed to be hanging with them niggas, get the F around. Ain't that what your mom been telling you? Stop hanging with them niggas.
I didn't always listen to my mama though. You feel me?
Okay, so who problem is that?
That's my problem.
Okay, then. And now we gotta deal with mental health issues.
Yeah. But I wasn't doing a lot of bullshit with none of them. You feel? I always, you know, honestly, I always, you know, stayed to myself. But I hung around with the people. You feel me? You know,
and some of that mindset and that behavior trickled on to you, and you did it on your own.
It's product. You know what I'm saying? You become a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got, you know, friends that's gang banging.
See
you
people,
got uncles.
You hear them?
Uncles that gang bang, and you got uncles that you know that raise you up when your mama and your grandma at work. You know
what your mama say do?
Shit, she tell you.
Because I ain't never heard the mama tell you to do wrong. Really, I ain't never really heard that.
Nah, my mom, she ain't never really told me nothing wrong. Never. My mom ain't never told me.
See how
wrong.
Important now as a 37-year-old if you just listened to your mama would have been.
Yeah. Well, and my dad too.
But then we wouldn't have the J Sue making an album. So
shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
He had to think about
I had to think about that shit for real. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, it's ups and downs. I was a good kid, but I got into shit.
Okay, so
like, you know, I hung around motherfuckers that was doing fucked up shit. I hung around, you know, females too. I hung around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just in the circle. You feel me? I was one of them kids that was in the circle. You know what I'm saying? If you
no, I totally understand. I grew up in group homes. Right. So
So it's like, with that being said, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, you in a circle, bro. You in a circle and you know what I'm saying, you cling on to this certain little circle, you know what I'm saying? This person might not want you to be.
I asked those questions, right? Because you're 37 now, and of course you got a voice, you're an artist. Right. And you're going to go out there, and like you said, you want everybody to hear you, so these kids going to hear you, right? Interesting fact, though, you an 80s baby, right?
87.
So we the last of we always said, Liza Don Breed, we the last of the OGs, right?
We the last ones that got some fucking sense, I can say that.
Okay. So you in the music industry, right? And what message are you going to leave the little homies?
Shit, do shit yourself, bro. It's okay to go through it. It's okay to, you know, but don't give up on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Basically, don't do what I did. Basically, just on and off, because I don't know where I would be if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have stopped, I really don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, it's certain things that God gives you gifts with, and you have to take it and run with it. And certain things.
What about this?
Go ahead.
That sounds great, and that's exactly what they should do.
Right.
But what if they break and fall down? What if they quit and give up? What should they do then? How do they learn to forgive themselves? Give them some tips on that.
How do they learn to forgive themselves?
Yeah.
As far as like the guilt and the, you know, resentment for
the skeletons in the closet, Pimpin'.
Skeletons in the closet. Therapy, bro.
Are you an 80s baby saying that
therapy?
We need therapy as a people?
Yeah.
Are you ashamed of that?
No.
How important do you think it is that we give that to the kids?
It's unrecognizable. It's unrecognizable depression that's going on out here, and people thinking they okay, and they're not. They need to go talk to people, and the people that they talking to going through the same shit, so they ain't got no therapy. Everybody need to go to therapy, and that's just me, and that's just real shit. Everybody needs to go to therapy, bro, and it ain't just.
So if you live in the USA,
if you live,
take your ass to a psychologist.
Take your ass to a psychologist, bro.
And hope that they go to the psychologist too.
Man, hope that they go to the psychologist too. Hope they motherfucking paperwork is legitimate shit. Because a lot of people can't talk to their friend. A lot of people can't talk to their family. A lot of people can't talk to their close ones. There's people in relationships right now that can't talk to their spouses.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's coming from childhood trauma.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't recognize that shit until they're 37.
Right.
You feel me?
But here's the question. Should you talk to the therapist or should you talk to God? Because ultimately, who gonna fix the situation?
You always gotta bless your surroundings before you walk.
Because you know how most people talk to pray, thank you, Father, for the juicy meal we're about to receive. I like to thank you for the nourishment of my body. Yeah, I like that. You know them long ass prayers. We like to thank you for the nourishment, and that's gonna give the bones. And I like to thank you for Sister Jennings for putting a blessed hand on these yams. Yeah,
eggs on it in
but isn't that the time we should probably be like, Lord, you know what? I can't stand Sister Shirley. She put too much goddamn salt in this shit.
Well, shit.
Like shit, honestly,
silence is golden sometimes. But on the real though, like, you know what I'm saying, go get you a prayer room or something. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a prayer room or shit. Wake up, go stand in the shower and pray.
Yeah, hey, that's a cool place.
Go stand in the shower and pray.
Because I talk to God like he on the phone.
Bro, I'm telling you, it works. You
For
know
real,
what
for
I'm
real.
saying? Like, talking to God works. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you could do whatever. I do it. I more so do it in the shower.
That's a
I'm
cool
more
place.
so
I do it when I smoke a blunt. I don't know why me. And they call, look, I call him the Most High, right?
The Most High, so you gotta be high.
We have a wonderful conversation on how I'm fucking up.
You sure you got a raw stuff on?
I might be. I don't know.
Shit,
you never know. We have a wonderful conversation on how I need to get my shit right.
You ever have out of body experiences when you're high?
Have I ever astroplaned before? One time when I was asleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so scary. I jumped back to my body.
Yeah. I've done that.
Because my experience was real shit. I don't know what the hell. I was like in between sleep and awake.
Ooh.
And I was watching some Star Wars shit. And I just thought, nigga, what would it be like to be in the middle of space? And somehow my body was there. And I looked around and it was dark as fuck. And even the stars was like,
nigga, you sure
way the hell away.
Shrooms, nigga?
I wasn't high. I didn't smoke at the time.
Uh-huh.
I was just in between sleep and awake, bro. That was my experience. And then as soon as I seen that nothing was around me up or down and stars were really like, so I almost wanted to throw up and I woke up in my body like, ooh, what the fuck was that? And then I had learned about astroplaning afterwards. And I was like, oh, that's what the fuck I think I did.
That shit is
I ain't never tried to do it again.
Because it was like, okay, one story with me was out of body experience. It felt like I was over myself just looking at stuff. And I saw a lot of shit play out before, it actually happened. And before it actually happened, I snapped back into it. I was like, I'm about to shake.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was.
No, you know what? Honestly,
that shit is crazy though.
You know what's interesting is that on TikTok, Instagram too, people are talking about the inner God, the God that you're one with God and you are a God. And then maybe that can explain astroplaning, because how can you do this? You seeing your future before it happened. You must have lived it already, or it's going on in multiple dimensions, or however that smart ass stuff go. You feel me? But it gotta have some kind of truth for people to be able to have dreams and predict the future that ain't even done yet.
For sure, bro. Because like I say, another experience was I saw some shit like that. And it's funny because God shows you what you asked for.
Does God ever sound like you? What does he sound like to you?
Sound like my dad.
You know you damn wrong. Get over there, boy.
Get
Damn.
your ass over there, over there.
Get your ass.
Damn. But yeah, bro, it was more so, you know, I asked for some stuff, you know, at the time I was doing music and I saw it and it scared me. It scared me. A lot of stuff. I have a calling on myself, but it scares me.
How often do you, like when you do a song and you admit a truth that was in the skeleton in your closet, how often do that make you have goosebumps? And how often do you actually feel the weight of resentment and anger and self-loathing just come up off you during an album when you're making it?
It feels good, bro. It feels like, okay, I finally got it out.
You admitted your truth.
I got it out. Boom. Okay.
What is life like after you got it out?
Let's do it again. Let's make another banger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's make a more positive banger. Let's make something that's not dark this time. Not saying that all my music is dark, but all my stuff is truthful.
So it gets dark.
It gets to that point, you know, depending on where I want to go. And, you know, it's just a mental thing. I paint pictures before I write. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I paint pictures before I write. So it's like before you even listen to a J Smoove record or something, just close your eyes and smoke a blunt. And
so do what I do.
And kind of picture where you at. Where
now,
what kind of, you know, what
J Smoove, I have to ask. We having a great conversation. But I hear you say you got nothing for the ladies. And you know what? This world says equal opportunity. You know, the music has to reflect the rights of women. Yeah. Where they music at is what I'm saying.
Well, I really don't have. Well, I can make something for the ladies, but that's not the type of time I'm on right now.
Why not? Which girl done hurt you? Are we still dealing with that kind of mental health too?
A lot of them. It's a lot of.
What you mean? It's a lot of girls that hurt you.
You know,
you tall.
Pointing to these females, man, and they ain't not pouring back, man. It fucks with your mental.
See, stop buying liquor. You pouring too much. Make them buy.
You know what I'm saying? But for real though, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's opportunities where you feel like I was put in positions where after a breakup, you know, I want to, you know, show certain females or certain little women, you know, I'm really not. You know,
I'm really him.
You overdo yourself. You feel me? And you overexert your energy, and that's not. And when you realize that's not what it is, it kind of puts you in a mental state. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a state like, you know, I feel like she only love me when she fucking me.
That's a new song coming to you by J Smoove.
It's actually on a song called Change.
Okay.
That I put out. It's a little brief little snippet of a female I had dealings with, you know, and basically, you know, that's how I felt, you know, after a while, you know, yeah, I'm doing this, that, and the third, make sure you straight, checking up on a nigga, tap in, whoop, this, that, and the third, make sure you got a good day, you know what I'm saying, birthday, edible arrangements, shit like that, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't reciprocated, so it put a nigga mental, I'm already fucked up in the head, so it's like,
yeah, I don't need you doing no more.
Yeah, I don't need you to do it, so, you know what I'm saying, I just really sat down, cut all strings, cut her off, all kind of shit, and I just sat down and smoked, and I just said, you know, first things that came out of my mouth was, I felt like she only loved me when she fucking me. I can't figure it out, but damn, I love the company. So I know what it is, but I like it. You feel me? And that's the...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so he's been bipolar for 2 months or whenever she broke his heart.
Bipolar. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit that plays with your mind, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the... You ask yourself. The shit that you ask yourself on a daily that you don't have an answer to, really, that's the shit I talk about. And I'm just me with it. And it just flows when it comes out. Listen to Change, bro.
All right, so before we get up out of here, right?
Yeah.
2 things.
Yep.
Let the people know who J Smoove is, and then let the kids know.
Kids know what?
Let the kids know what not to be doing to end up like J Smoove.
That part.
I was trying to figure out how you say it. Like, how do you tell these kids no? No, I was gonna let them say, like, how do you avoid the mental health issues that you've really had to deal with? Because we talked to you right through the whole interview. You notice we talked about a whole lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
How do they end up not being you? Is what I was trying to figure out how to say.
I think what it is, you just need to talk to the people that's willing to talk to you. I honestly feel like, because you got some of them people that's around you. Hey, bro, if you need somebody to talk to, you can holler at me. Or you got that parent. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was one of them parents. I'm one of them parents. You know what I'm saying? Where the kids, they don't want to open up because they feel like they can't trust you with certain things because we're older and they wouldn't but we've been through it. So it's just like, I think as, teenagers, I think you should talk to your parents. Not only would you get it off your chest, you'll be able to build a stronger bond, with your mom or your dad, whoever it is, or both. Just feel free to talk. Whenever you going through, write some shit down on your and jot it down. If you can't, filter it right then and there, write it down. So that way you can tell the people how you really feel instead of telling the people how you really feel. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the shit that you do, and the shit that I didn't do. I didn't open up. I didn't, I just absorbed everything, and I just kept watching and not talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was one of them. Yeah.
So you let them know how to avoid what they would call bad mental health practices.
Bad mental health.
Now
practices.
let the people know who you are.
Man,
and what you really like. What does Jay Smoove really stand on, and what? Because everybody say, "Oh, I stand on business." All right, so that's great. Business can be personal.
Yeah. When
you stand on business, what does it mean?
It means I stand on loyalty. I stand on encouraging people. I stand on being there for people. Just being a solid stand-up dude. Just being there. Just being available for people. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but the right people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I represent, on the flip side, I represent, nigga, you got an issue with a nigga, we can pull up. Like, we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? If we in this setting or whatever, that's the type of setting.
Hold on. You can't be ready to risk it all and crash out if you're trying to be positive, though. You done build up too much good shit to be crashing out, bro.
All right, look. First and foremost, Green Lounge, I'm a Gemini, so I got... yeah, nigga. I'm the cool, calm, and collected, but, you know what I'm saying? You fuck with my family, like, you know what I'm saying? You fuck with anybody that I really respect, bro. It's up. And that's just what it is. And that's the code I really stand by. Like, don't come over here fucking with people that I fuck with, because it's up. And we all know, we all do what we do. But we cool, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't go in looking for none of that shit. We ain't on that type of
So don't start no stuff. Don't be no stuff.
Don't start nothing.
I love my fam.
I love my family. I love my peoples. I love everybody that...
And you ride for your family.
And I ride for my family.
Because even though you got like animated, at the end of the day, that was the core of your message.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that's just all it is.
And you love to fuck up people that try you. That's pretty much what I've seen.
It's not even a love to fuck. It's just like, nigga, all right, bro, I'm going to have to show you.
Hey, is revenge the sweetest joy next to getting pussy? Be honest. Is it? Because it look like it is. Because your face, like you was like, it ain't really like that, but kind of, sort of.
Revenge, kind of, sort of, if you want to be petty with it. But at the end of the day, if you really think about it, does it really do anything? Cause really,
the question really is revenge.
It's revenge, but a lot of motherfuckers don't give a fuck about it, though.
Don't give a fuck about revenge?
But only you do. So you could be ready to get me,
but I don't give a fuck about.
I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, but I never gave a fuck. That's why I'm doing it, because I don't give a fuck about what you thinking about. It's about me. No,
yeah, shit, after a while, motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I really don't go about it in words. I really don't go about it, you know.
So what would you say would be a true life mantra for you then?
Shit, keep working. Stay humble. Stay humble. Even when you going through shit, stay humble. You know. And and that character that the humble, the humble type of character that you show, that's gonna outweigh everything. You know what I'm saying? Just being humble, just being,
So, in the wise words of Kendrick Lamar and now Jay Smoove quoting them, stay humble. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We totally respect you too. Mm-hmm. But we out. Peace. Man, for sure.
Hold on, bro.
Oh, you sweating? You nervous? He nervous. Y'all seen that?
I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? So
big old
shit
7-foot nigga nervous.